Keeping a pretty close eye on this one, so I just want to make sure that if it turns out to be a hate crime, we just do everything right. We can prosecute it this way. Now, this guy come at us. This is one of my counselors, okay? Can you just give him some confidence it's being looked at? That's all I ask for here. Get his endorsement. Because then witnesses start coming forward. He tells the community everything's perfect.
Sure.
Jason? Jason, over here. Hey. Thanks for coming. This is Detective Carter.
How you doing? Pleasure.
Detective Carter's handling the case down in Stanley Park. So if you got questions for him, Jason, go for it.
So, have you arrested any suspects yet? Gin and tonic.
No suspects at this point. And so far, the evidence doesn't say for sure that this was a gay bashing.
Come on, it's a known gay area. The victim was gay. It was a vicious beating.
Well, aside from the fact that it occurred where then the victim is gay, we have nothing. I mean, we're looking at it like it could be, but we don't want to get tunnel vision either.
Okay, but the suspects, whoever they might be, have to have known it was a gay area. I mean, you'd have to be living in a box not to know it.
We have a witness who overheard some racist statements being directed at the victim, but we don't know if these are the same suspects who said this or what.
It'd be a real step forward if we could prosecute it as a hate crime.
Well, if it's racial and the witness can testify you overheard these statements, hate crime might be possible.
Right, okay, but I'm talking about it being prosecuted as a hate crime against gays.
We're just working with the evidence. That's all we can do. Crown will decide how to prosecute.
Okay, well, thanks for the update. We appreciate that.
All right, I'll give you the heads up as we go.
Would you?
Yeah,
sure. Thank you for that, too.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, good seeing you. Okay?
Thanks for doing that.
No problem. Boy, geez, am I ever getting a lot of heat from the police chief over these halfway houses. It doesn't stop.
I read about that.
Yeah?
You sounded pretty cocky, I thought.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's gonna pass. But listen, somebody tells me now you're pretty tight with the director of police services. Is that true?
We went to law school together. I wouldn't say we were tight, but he takes my calls.
Oh, what could you put in a call? Could you get him to remind the police chief that civic policy is just not his job?
Okay.
You might also want to remind him we got 4 more of these houses coming online. I just don't need the chief of police being the one that's stirring up all the opposition that's out there.
Sure.
As a matter of fact, I got one of those houses coming right down there in the West End, too.
Great. I'll get out in front of that.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you would.
You know, I don't think you're going to hear much opposition. Especially if you put in a word with the premier about keeping that hospital open.
Hospital?
You lose that hospital, we're going to have a lot of people very upset.
Yeah. Premier. Okay, well, I got a call scheduled with the premier tomorrow. I'll bring it up with him then. Is that soon enough for you?
Perfect.
I was closed for the night, but Yusuf come to the door. So I buzz him in. He wanted to buy a phone card.
So you knew him well?
Yes, every week he buy a phone card from me. He bought the phone card, and I let him out. I just turned around. I want to close, shut the light, and he come right back, screaming, shouting. So I buzz him in again. But 3 men, they follow him in, and they stab him.
Was Yusuf dealing, do you know?
No, not that I know.
What did these 3 men look like?
I don't really get good look.
What happened to your hand? Did you get those cuts fighting them off?
I'm all right.
We really need a description of those men.
One was dark-skinned, and the other 2 were white.
Did they say anything during the attack?
No, nothing.
Have you seen any of them before?
No.
Got a camera up there. You got anything on tape?
No, the system was broken. It was broken when I bought the business.
Well, we need a good description, so maybe you want us in the back. Think about it a minute.
Sure.
How many people you got staying here tonight?
64.
We got tents for about 50. Did you find any of those Jiffy cans anywhere?
We got 3.
Hey, mind if I ask you a question?
Oh, fire away.
Well, how come Queen Elizabeth Park? I mean, that's just gonna bring the police down on us before we even get the tent pegs in the ground, right?
We gotta keep escalating this for the media, you know? They get easily distracted. Especially when it's something as sexy as homelessness, or the always intriguing poverty.
People are gonna get their heads busted if you go there. Well, where are we gonna go after we get kicked out of there?
I was thinking maybe that back lawn at City Hall. You got that big stretch of grass? You don't like the idea?
Well, I mean, it seems to me like a whole lot of effort. Right? I mean, but hey, you're the boss.
No, I'm open to suggestion.
It seems to me that we need, you know, public support. I mean, I'm not some loser. I'm just an ordinary guy who got caught in a squeeze, right?
Dawn?
Yep.
Give me a hand with these, right?
if you go into a tourist destination like that, you're just gonna solve a whole lot of people.
I know, but I've got to keep the pressure up on City Hall.
Yeah, but not everybody around here is as dedicated as you. And it's a long way from any amenities up there, right? The food banks are down here, the healthcare clinics are down here. People are gonna get real tired going up there at the end of the day.
But it's a tactical move. You don't get any concessions by being nice. You have to irritate these people.
Okay, I get it. I'm just saying it's a long way to go to get beat up and then sent right back downtown.
Hey, maybe a young guy like you.
Maybe you can take a couple of kicks to the head, but me, I'm part of this, right? Huh?